Hey, Miles Nolan. Hey, there are so many times during the year where as coaches we need something from our athletic directors, our administrators, and a lot of times these guys or women are jerks. I mean, they act like they're been sucking on lemon juice all day. I mean, they just act like they're in a bad mood all day, and we're like super nervous to ask them anything or even to say hello. We see them in the hall and we try to avoid them and look down. And I've been there. Look, I know it's tough, and I think a lot of those people are like that, the ads and administrators, because they're the bosses and they feel like they can't get close to anybody because at some point they're going to have to give them some bad news. So then that affects their whole life, and they just walk around and they're jerks all day. And so then, as a result, we're scared to go up to them. And there's this thing called reciprocity. And as humans, we're naturally conditioned. If somebody gives us a gift, we naturally want to pay them back. Okay? And the thing you can do on the front end to try to eliminate and feel better about when you ask these people for something is just go up to them and be super nice to them and actually ask them about them. Ask them about their family and ask them how you can help them. Okay? Because I guarantee the AD or administrator, every single person that comes up to them is asking them for something. They're saying, hey, I need this. Hey, I want this. Hey, I have to have this. If you don't give me this, like, there's no way I can do my job. And I guarantee nobody is asking those people, what can I do for you? How are you? How are your kids? Like, nobody's asking that type of stuff. So if you go up to them on the front end and actually do it and actually care about them, don't just do it because you're trying to get something out of them. Actually do it because you care about them. But when it comes time for you to ask them something, they're going to remember that and they're going to want to pay you back because of that reciprocity. And they're going to want to say, hey, I can help him out. Like, I really want to get something done because this guy was the only guy that asked me about me. This guy was the only guy that asked me about my family or how he could help me. And I remember back when I was teaching, I would go and I'd talk to the principal and I'd be real nice, and he'd ask me to do things like hall duty or clean up something or help him out in some other way. And a lot of other teachers, a lot of other coaches would say, no, that's, like, or just do it and have a real bad attitude about it. And it's easy to be that way. But I always do it. I would always suck it up and I'd act like it didn't bother me at all. And so later on in the year, I got my teaching evaluations and they were like really good. And I wasn't necessarily a great teacher, but I think it really was because I was nice to him and I was really ask him about him and cared about him, and other people would come tell me, other teachers, other coaches, they'd say, wow, dude, he really thinks you're a good coach. Like, how'd you do that? And was the guy ever in the dugout? No, he was never in the dugout. Did he come to one game? Maybe. Did he know? I could have been a terrible coach. I tried my best to be a great coach, but he didn't know whether I was a great coach or an awful coach. But because I went out of my way to help him, I asked him about him, I try to do things for him, all of a sudden I'm a great coach, I'm a great teacher, something that he's going out of his way to tell other people about. So it doesn't matter if you're AD or administrator or whoever it is just awful. Go out of your way, get out of your comfort zone and be nice to them, because there's going to come a day where you need their help and they're going to be much more likely to help you. And do it because you want to help them. Don't do it just to get what you want. Okay? You do that, things will be so much better. Your programmer will want it easier, and people are going to see and hear about the great things that you do and how much you help kids. See you soon.